Hello everybody, welcome to this video, which is going to be a simple breakdown of what's happening in Ether right now. Today is the 23rd of February 2021. It's 9:32 in the morning UK time, and I'm making this video because essentially yesterday I had a lot of friends contacting me saying that they were buying Ether. Should they invest more in Ether? A lot of these people are people I didn't know. Had never mentioned to me anything about cryptocurrency or investing prior to this. And so, they've bought in the last few weeks because of the mania, because of Elon Musk, because of Wall Street bets, whatever it may be. And there's, frankly, I think a lot of nonsense being shared online. So I just wanted to do a basic analysis just to break down what's happening, when is going to be a good time to buy, when you might want to think about selling. So we can see that we have, this is the daily chart, we can see that we're in an uptrend. It's an insane uptrend, and at some point it had to break, and it's happening now. So the first thing that I want to do, looking at this, and I would have been doing this right the way through this move up, is working out the swings high, swing lows to highs. So I'm saying that that's a low. I'm saying that's a high. Then I'm saying that's a low. That is a high. So I mean, it is a retracement, but at this point I'm saying that's just one big move. So from all of this, we've had a huge move up, and at some point we have to hit the top and we have to retrace. Okay, now I'm going to go down into the 4-hour chart just to demonstrate something, because this is where I got alarmed yesterday, was when I had a friend send me a message with a caption from a Twitter user who had drawn this trend line here and said something like, buy in quick, people are making fortunes following my signals. And he was basically saying that he had drawn this line, price had hit this point and shot up. So he was some sort of genius for recognizing this. This line is complete nonsense. No human, you might have, as I say, if you've drawn in these fibs, you would recognize that this is the 61.8% retracement level, and therefore you would be expecting price to potentially react to this and go back up. Now, the important thing to recognize is I am looking for this major trend to continue, right? I'm not panicking about this being a sell-off. The sell-offs have to happen at some point. If price breaks down below here, okay, then we need to have another talk. And I'm once price breaks below this level, again, I'm starting to get concerned. But what I'm really looking for is for confirmation of continuation of the trend upwards. Now, just because price reacts here, so we get ourselves a low, let's mark this out, the swing, high to low to a lower high, lovely. But that doesn't mean, at this point I can't say, right, buy in, because what do we need to say that this is a trend continuation? Well, on the smaller corrective wave, which is what this is, right? This is how markets work. We have impulsive move up, and then we'll have a corrective move down, and then we will, if it's going to carry on, have an impulsive move up. But therefore what we would do is we're going to go down into the smaller time frame, and we're going to look at what's happening on a more refined level and figure out where we would be happy that the trend is actually continuing to the upside. So I'm then marking this in, right? Now, at this point, if price breaks above this lower high, price breaks above this level, then I'm looking for it to make a lower high, and then I'm buying in, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not just saying blindly buy the dip, which is the prevailing attitude that is being spread. And you know, that might work this time around, and it's clearly worked many times previously. But you're trying to protect your money as well as grow your money, I hope. And you've got to, you know, if you want to be investing in 10 years' time, then you're going to need to learn some principles. And the problem is that because of how Bitcoin as a market has functioned, there's not been the need for much discipline in order to make money. But this is what you're looking for. Now that we've had this swing, well, we're now waiting for price to break here. And I am classing that as a level because look, it was support, now it's resistance. We've had plenty of action around here. But again, just because we break this level, I mean, if we have a massive impulsive move up, you know, one strong Maribozu candlestick, which breaks above here, then okay, fine. But you know, you've still got to be thinking, well, where would be my exit? So, as I say, if price now does that, and then that, and then we start moving back up, you know, I would probably be doing this, looking for a retracement to around this level. If that happens, then fine, I'm buying, and you should be buying too, provided it's money that you're happy to lose, or that, you know, and that you don't need for 2 years, bearing in mind that the next 2 years are probably going to be the most difficult economically that any of us are ever going to live through. Now, all that being said, if price does break below the 1207 level, I think we are looking at a longer term downtrend. Which would make sense because look, if we go back, look, the last time that we had one of these huge moves up, 2018, we then had move down. So if you bought here, you've had no opportunity to make a profit until, well, start of this year. And look at the similarities, right? With if we've got this RSI here showing divergence, okay, what that means, that's signaling that we're going to have a corrective move down. Well, look, I mean, we're massively into that same territory here. Now, you know, I can't say for certain that this is going to be the start of another one of these. I can't say that. I, personally speaking, right, and this isn't advice, this is not investment advice, this is simply what I think. I think this is just going to be a corrective wave. But it is possible that happens, and I know people who bought in 2018 here, okay, and they would have been laughing here. But I mean, if this carries on going down, you're going to be back in the same territory that you've waited 2 years to get out of. Again, I don't think it's going to be a 2-year downturn. That makes 0 sense given where we're at. But it could be if we have this corrective move down and then there is some negative news. So be careful. Recognize that there is plenty of potential to make money, but be sensible. Do your own work, do your own due diligence. Don't follow people online who are telling you that they've drawn this magical trend line out of nowhere and just knew that the price was going to go there, because they're telling you a pack of lies. I'm sure this person had actually done some proper technical analysis, because but trying to suggest that you would ever draw a trend line like that is mental. Okay, so that's where we have it. We're retracing right now. Unfortunately, look, we have dropped below the 61.8% retracement level. If we close below the 78.6 retracement level, so if we break and close below 1384, certainly if I'd bought here, I'd be selling. Personally, again, that is not advice. That is simply I'm simply laying out what my approach would be, and you can judge that against your own practice. And I hope that your practice is better, and I hope that you make tons of money. But for me personally, I am not entering until we get a break above here. We retest, and so what I'm actually looking for is move up here, retracement, and then up. Okay.